Hi, I am Smita and last year was most action-filled joyride of my life when I went to complete my MBA from IIM Ahmedabad. It was a crazy exciting year of lots and lots of studying, lots and lots of partying, 8:45 a.m. classes, random outings, 16 cups of coffees per day, all-nighters for assignments, all-nighters for random chit-chat, meeting exciting folks, and making great friends. Amidst all that, somehow I found the time to document few of my experiences, and this is my IIM A journey. Hope you enjoy it.
Hi everyone, in today's video I wanted to take you through my nighttime routine before a placement interview day. Do not confuse this video as a snapshot of all the preparation that I did for my placements at IIM Ahmedabad. It's just a representation of the night before. A lot of hard work went into preparing for placements, forming multiple resumes for different job roles and companies, preparing for behavioral questions, case studies, and certain strategy led questions, developing core management concepts, and expanding my industry knowledge was again a continuous process. One of the result of the hard work that was placed in prior is this notebook where I have written answers to almost 100 questions. A better way to do it is to write it in Excel, but I'm slightly old school, that's why I have written it in a notebook. It mainly houses answers related to behavioral questions, my prior work experience, and leadership related questions. These are the major areas from which questions during an management interview is asked. I revise some of the answers that I had written earlier, and then I go back to my resume to check if there are certain points that will be more relevant to the company I am interviewing for. There can be multiple things written in the resume, but all of them might not be relevant to the company that you might be interviewing for. That's why it's a continuous process before any interview, that you have to keep on evolving your answer and the examples that you take in your answers so that it matches the requirement of the company and the role I am interviewing for. Thereafter, I read each point written in my resume in detail and try and back it up with a good story. Storytelling is an important part of the interview, and it also shows that whatever you have written in your resume can be substantiated by a work or an education related achievement. Then I get onto my laptop and conduct some research about the company and industry in general. And it doesn't matter if you are interviewing for a management role or for a technical role, this is a general practice that you can follow. First, just go and search the company name, read the latest PR that might be available. And let's say you are interviewing for a company which is in a particular sector. In my case, I am researching for banking industry. Then go to different links that are provided by some very known sources, such as there are consulting companies that release reports of that particular industry. For example, in this case I am looking at Deloitte's report for banking industry, and go through that report. It gives you a very good insight into what that industry is and where it is headed forward. Now, as a good step, I again go to Glassdoor and visit the company profile there, because a lot of people add in their interview experience. And last but not the least, don't forget to go through the recent PR releases of that firm. Once I am done with my preparation, which usually takes round about 6 to 8 hours, I indulge in some personal care, because I really believe that it's very important to look presentable during an interview. And as I have long nails, I don't forget to refresh my nail paint because chipped nail polish looks really weird. And I tend to use a nude sort of color so that when I'm using hand gestures during the interview, it doesn't look distracting. And if I have some extra time, I go through few of my class notes so that I can whip up some interesting concepts during the interview. I also print out at least 3 copies of my resume. I also take out my dress along with the shoes that I'm going to wear in the morning. Two advantages of doing this is in the morning, the chances of any accidents happening are pretty less. You can decide on a different dress if your dress is not ironed or it has a smudge on it. And the second and bigger advantage of doing this is that in the morning you won't end up wasting your important brain juice on something like this and can be jet focused on the awesome answers that you are going to give. And before falling asleep, I revise some of the answers that I have written and then I go to sleep. I hope you like this content. For more such contents, do subscribe to the channel. Take care.